think when you're trying to figure out who are the Canucks' top 10 prospects, there are 5 or 6 that are easy and they're obvious. And when you get down to the second half of that top 10, I think what you want to look for are guys that have big upside, guys that have chances at playing big roles and having impact positions for the Vancouver Canucks. And I think that that's what we've done here with our top 10 list. Number 10 and 9, 2 guys that haven't had a chance really much at all in North America to kind of prove themselves, but guys that have better upside than some of the guys left off the list, like Brisebois or McEwen, or guys that kind of maybe, if all goes right, could be third pairing or fourth line guys. I think the upside is higher for, say, number 10 in Lucas Yashik, who's 6th-round pick in 2015 and kind of forgotten and buried in this top Czech league. This year got a bigger opportunity in that league, and he produced. He was quite successful. He still wanted nothing more than get to North America, earn himself a contract, and get into the Canucks system with a chance of making it. And I think when you read about Yashik, you'll see what kind of separates him from others is his speed. And certainly, I think it caught everyone off guard in how he produced when he got that chance in Utica this year. Got a chance to play the last 6 regular season games. Got 7 points, 3 in the first game, which probably wasn't supposed to happen. No one thought it was going to happen. Really a gut call from the head coach putting him in. But he blew the walls off and blew the door down and showed what he can do, and actually became a kind of critical key part of the team, so that when he was hurt in the playoffs, they really missed him. So I think Yashik at 10 is a guy that has upside to be a middle 6 forward with the Vancouver Canucks. I kind of compare him to Jannik Hansen. You'll see that in the story. There's some other comparisons by his agent and by Vancouver GM Jim Benning. Number 9 in Palmu, 6th-round pick. And I think he's everything you want in a 6th-round pick. When you're looking at those late-round picks, you want to find a deficiency in how teams have graded a player. Like, what is the reason that he's off everyone's draft boards? Why is he on yours and not on everyone else's? And you want to take advantage of those situations where there's a reason for it, and you can bet on a guy that he can overcome that obstacle. If he's got great size, and he's the right weight, and he's fast, and he's hit, you know, he produces goals, and he's still available in the 5th, 6th, 7th round, the chances that you've out-scouted everyone on a player like that are pretty remote. But if he's 5'6", like the Finn Palmu is, you know, he's not going to be on a lot of teams' draft boards because of his size. So you can take advantage of that, take a chance on a player like that, and they've got a guy in Palmu who they think can be at 5'6" an NHL player. And part of that is he's really strong. He's built like a stack of skids. I always kind of think of him as like an old-timey strong man in a circus that can spin multiple weights on his fingers. He's a guy like that. So at 5'6", he can overcome some of the things that are going to hurt him because of that height. And people are going to say can't win board battles, but you're seeing a lot of smaller guys in the NHL succeed. And one of the things they're pointing to is that low center of gravity in and around the boards are helping them. Number 8, we got Mike DiPietro, another guy that Canucks took advantage of because he's smaller. He's 6 foot. You don't see a lot of guys like that in the NHL. I think we're seeing more of them as the game speeds up and you force the big guys, the big goalies, the 6'5", 6'6" guys to move more laterally from post to post. Big guys can mean big holes, and teams can take advantage of that. And there's a few players, a few goalies in the NHL this year, 2 of them in the top 10, who had success being around 6 foot tall. So, you know, doors are opening up. I think DiPietro's coming at the right time. He's getting an experience right now in the World Championship. I think that there's a debate how much that can help him or hurt him. You can read about that in his ranking. And number 7, we got Jonah Gaja, a guy who the Canucks took 2nd round, 2017, because he is big, because he can be a net front guy, because he gives the organization an element that they need. They needed then, they need now. Like, they need Gadjevich to work. This isn't a big team. This isn't a strong team. They need strong prospects to make it. That's why a lot is banking on Gaja. He had a difficult year this year. Got outplayed, in fact, in the playoffs by Brett McKenzie, a prospect in the Canucks system who they chose not to sign this year. So you wonder, like, what the hell happened to Gadjevich? I think there's some reasons for it. I think there's some reasons why he didn't have a great playoff, and you can find out about those in the Gadjevich story. Coming in at number 6 is one of the higher upside guys the Canucks have in terms of elite talent in the bottom half of this top 10, and that's Cole Lind. And there's this great image or great depiction of Jim Benny mic'd up at the draft. He can't believe that Cole Lind is still available at the end of the first round. I think a lot of people had that same kind of reaction. Canucks got him early in the second round. That's why those early second round picks can be really important. He had a great year this year, and he did it despite having mono. Mono can derail prospect an entire season, can impact a player mentally and physically for 2 to 3 months. I think it's pretty remarkable how he missed some time, but came back. And when he came back for the Kelowna Rockets, it was like he didn't miss a beat. There's a lot to love about Cole Lind's season this year. His coach, Jason Smith, sees him as a guy who has elite offensive upside in the NHL. And you can read why he thinks about that in the Cole Lind piece.